Please don't forget subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to get notified of new daily videos.
My name is Lucas Doherty, and for the past 5 years, my entire life has revolved around one project, TerraForm. It's an open-source agricultural management system, a passion project designed to empower small farmers with data-driven insights. This wasn't just code. It was my dream, my legacy in the making. The launch party, held last Tuesday at a local tech hub, was meant to be the culmination of endless sleepless nights, a celebration with investors, industry experts, and a few close friends. My partner, Liliana, had been my rock through it all, but there was a shadow looming over the preparations, my stepsister, Tania Gonzalez. Tania, at 30 years old, always harbored a strange mix of competitiveness and insecurity. Our parents, Arthur and Lola, married when we were teenagers, and from day one, Tania seemed to view me as a rival. She worked in PR, often inflating her own technical prowess despite knowing little beyond basic office software. Every one of my achievements, no matter how small, seemed to ignite a desperate need in her to outshine or, failing that, undermine me. When I announced the TerraForm launch, she insisted on helping with the marketing. I had a gut feeling she'd try to steal the spotlight, or worse, derail my efforts completely. I had to protect my dream. I knew Tania's MO. She'd pretend to be an ally, gather information, and then try to hit me when I was most vulnerable. My fear was she'd try to leak a buggy version or claim my work as her own to some unsuspecting journalist. So I decided to turn her predictable treachery into her undoing. For weeks, I meticulously crafted a Trojan horse version of TerraForm, which I internally dubbed Project Hydra. It looked identical to the real version 1.0, but it contained a catastrophic, self-reporting flaw. This flaw wouldn't just crash the program. It would activate a diagnostic protocol that specifically pinpointed the source IP address, the user account, and any related distribution channels used to spread it, broadcasting this information to a secure server I controlled, and crucially, embedding it into any crash report generated. I also anticipated her likely method of distribution. She'd create a spoof website or a fake download link. So I quietly registered a few domain names that mimicked my official one, like terraform.com or terra-form-official.net, and set up redirects. If anyone tried to access my actual download link through her spoof domain, it would trigger Hydra's public exposure protocol. The final piece of the puzzle was to accidentally leave this debug build on a flash drive, prominently labeled TerraForm version 1.0, internal development build, do not distribute, in a place I knew Tania would snoop my desk drawer, which she often tidied for me. I also gave her limited access credentials to a pre-release testing server that was actually a honeypot, designed to log every action she took. The week before the launch, I played my part. I forgot the labeled flash drive on my desk, subtly leaving my office door ajar. I even let slip to my father, knowing he'd tell Lola, who'd relay it to Tania about a secret pre-launch media blitz strategy. I was working on that required extreme discretion, a juicy morsel for someone like Tania. Liliana, sensing my tension, understood my cryptic reassurances. Sure enough, 2 days before the launch, my logs showed activity on the honeypot server. Tania had accessed it, downloaded Project Hydra, and tried to create mock download links. My pre-registered spoof domain started seeing traffic. She was setting up her trap. She'd contacted a couple of online tech magazines, promising them an exclusive early look at TerraForm, feeding them links to her fraudulent distribution. The launch event began. The atmosphere was electric. I was about to walk onto the stage when Liliana squeezed my hand, a silent signal of support. As I began my presentation, detailing the core features of TerraForm, an assistant quietly handed me a tablet. On the screen was a live feed from TechPulse Online, one of the sites Tania had targeted. They were doing a simultaneous live review of TerraForm, having apparently secured an early copy. The reviewer clicked Tania's provided download link. My heart pounded. The installation progress bar filled then. A full-screen pop-up flashed on their stream, mirroring on my tablet. Critical warning, unauthorized distribution DETECTED. Attempted sabotage from IP Tania's company IP. By user Tania Gonzalez PR, this download is fraudulent, designed to compromise Lucas Doherty's TerraForm launch. All evidence logged for legal action. Official release AT. My official website. A collective gasp rippled through the audience at my launch. The Tech Pulse reviewer, clearly bewildered, stammered on air, trying to explain. The screen then pivoted to an automatically generated crash report that detailed Tania's full name, her PR company, and the specific actions she took to disseminate the fake software. My pre-programmed social media bots for TerraForm immediately blasted out warnings about malicious distributions, with links to the Tech Pulse stream and the official download. The tech world exploded. The fallout was swift and brutal. Within hours, screenshots of the Tech Pulse stream, showing Tania's name in the exposé, were viral across every tech forum and news site. Her PR company, inundated with calls and accusations of corporate espionage and sabotage, fired her by the end of the day. They issued a public apology, distancing themselves entirely. Her career in PR was dead. No company would touch her after such a public, self-inflicted wound. My stepmother, Lola, tried desperately to defend Tania, claiming it was a misunderstanding or a prank gone wrong. But my father, Arthur, for the first time, saw the undeniable evidence of Tania's malicious intent. He called me later that night, his voice heavy, apologizing for not seeing it sooner. He cut off financial support to Tania, and his relationship with Lola became extremely strained, eventually leading to their separation a year later. As for TerraForm, the scandal ironically propelled it into the spotlight. The story of the developer who outsmarted a saboteur captured public imagination. Downloads soared, donations poured in, and I secured partnerships I could only have dreamed of. Tania had tried to bury me, but all she did was give me wings. Watching her life unravel, knowing I orchestrated it, was a satisfaction I'd never imagined. Some lessons are learned the hard way, and this time, Tania learned hers on a global stage.
If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button to like it. And please do subscribe to support the channel.